I am a young 14-year-old girl. What could I know about confidence? I remember being a happy young girl, not afraid to take risks or not afraid of anything. But as I grew older, all these insecurities started to rise. I realize now that I had changed so much. My self-esteem went really down in 6th grade. I started doubting myself. People always tried to reassure me, but my insecurities were burying me in a hole of unsureness. What does confidence mean? I sometimes still wonder, but it is a feeling of assurance. It is when someone understands who they are and what they can do and what their strengths are. It is a feeling when you are able to trust yourself. Society makes it seem like if you have confidence, it's a luxury. But in reality, we should all have it. We underestimate the value. Having confidence can have such an impact on all those around you. It is so important, but we don't even realize it at times. I wonder what causes low self-esteem. But then again, when I look at social media, I realize there are so many people comparing themselves. I see comments all the time of people saying that they don't want to eat anymore or that they feel like they are a waste of breath because they aren't beautiful enough. How are young people going to grow confident when sometimes they're being told they aren't good enough? Sometimes kids are just trying their best and their hardest, but they're still criticized, which makes them feel bad about themselves. All the criticism and all those you aren't good enough or all those impossibles just makes people feel buried and they just end up feeling crushed with negativity. Confidence lets us live with reassurance. It helps us understand that it is okay to make mistakes, that we aren't perfect, and that we should be okay with that. There is a difference in feeling when you are sure of achieving and when you are just simply hoping to achieve. In volleyball, there were so many games where I felt confident about myself, where I knew what I could do, so I played to the best of my ability. And those games were when I felt happiest. But then there was also those games where there's also those games when I was nervous and I hoped I played well. For example, the first game, I felt ready. I knew I could trust myself and my teammates to win. And we all played amazing, and I played to the very best of my ability. But later on in the season, when I sprained my ankle, I missed so many practices. I felt motivated to heal quickly and get back to playing, so I would practice a little bit. But my coach preferred I didn't do a lot of movement because I could get more hurt. So I listened because I wanted to get back on the court as soon as possible. When I was finally ready to start practicing again, I felt so scared of getting hurt again, and I limited myself. Instead of trying to be the best version of myself, I did the bare minimum. But then I realized this was bad, not just for me, but my teammates and my coach. And I was not doing myself a favor. Instead of getting better, I was just getting worse. So I started playing better and I actually started to try my hardest. But then I sprained my ankle again. But when I returned, I did not limit myself because I was tired of hoping to do great. I wanted to know that I was going to do great. To build confidence is hard work because there are those times when we feel so confident, but then there's also those times where we don't. So to have confidence all the time is hard, especially when it can be destroyed so easily. At times, it just takes a couple of negative words to bring you down. All it may take is criticism to make you feel bad. When we don't feel confident, should we try to readjust our goal? Sometimes too much confidence is based on something unreal. But in reality, not everyone lacks confidence, but it's hard to have it because sometimes society punishes and criticizes people for having too much. People sometimes think that a person is too confident, but in reality, they're just finally realizing their worth and finally feeling comfortable in their own skin. But on a positive note, Society also rewards people for having confidence. When someone feels happy about themselves, other people try to keep that energy up. It is amazing when people cheer other people on instead of trying to bring them down. It would be embarrassing for society if people limit their goals and dreams just because they lack confidence. We need to change that and not take that risk and help people trust themselves. Here are some tips to becoming confident. But in order to feel self-assured, we need to take control of our life. Doing actions that can help us increase our self-esteem can help, such as thinking positive and to stop the negative thoughts. When thinking negatively, we say, I can't. But we should try thinking that we can and that we will. There's a quote, know yourself and you will win all battles. If you get to know yourself and your strengths, you can defeat your enemy, which is yourself. You should set small goals. If you have a big goal and if you don't achieve it, you'll just end up feeling bad. So instead, try setting a goal that you can achieve. And once you achieve it, you will probably feel good. And once you accomplish one goal, you can make a bigger one. One way that helped me be confident was being myself and not caring about other people's opinions. I used to be scared of showing the real me, afraid others would judge me or not like me anymore. But I realized I needed to be confident in my own skin. Could I call them my friends if they didn't like me for who I was? So I decided to start being me. My friends started being themselves too. We all started to be more confident for who we were, which brought us closer together. At times, I still don't feel so positive about myself, but my friends always make me think better about myself. We all support each other when we feel negative about ourselves. My family and friends always help me to feel better about myself. They always help me rebuild my certainty. Always knowing that they are there for me has helped me to be more confident. I know now that turning to my friends and family when I start feeling negative helps me. They help me be happier about myself, and they help me realize that I'm a great person and I should love myself. And they make me feel comfortable to show who I really am. I now know that trusting my family and friends to help me feel better has really helped me find my confidence. And now it's just up to you to find where you can find your confidence. So, where can you find your confidence?